that was the plan when we saw the squad that was going here. It was kind of like, yeah, boys, one stage is not enough. We have to basically win all we can and almost everything. And
Lidl Deutschland are going to do it. They can't come off his wheel. They've won every single stage and the blue jersey.
Yeah, we delivered, and I think the team and Lidl are happy.
The prologue of the Lidl Deutschland Tour is always a short and brutally fast affair. Essen was the setting for a road stage 2 years ago, but this time the location of the Zollverein UNESCO World Heritage Site, celebrating Germany's industrial history, was the setting for a 3.1 kilometre prologue that would give us our first blue leaders jersey. The course, flat as a pancake. Don't even worry about the final rise to the finish. This is as flat and as fast as you can possibly get. Perfectly made as well for a man who started first, Roger Kluge, the oldest man in the race at the age of 39, being of course the first leader off the start ramp. Then came a former winner, Ilan van Wilder, who turned in a surprise ride on the 3.1 kilometre circuit. The Belgian going fastest as well. The question is, how long would he hold on? Well, we were about to find out as well. Emils Leerpins had also done a very good time, the Latvian, but Ilan van Wilder at the beginning of this week showing he was back and in really good form in Germany. Next came Simone Consoni, the Italian, reminding us that lead-out men often make very good short prologue riders. Simone Consoni taking over the race lead, and then came a man who's been third in the last 2 prologues at the Deutschland Tour, Michael Zeilard, the Dutchman, going fastest by nearly 4 seconds over Consoni. Many people, including myself I have to say, thought Michael Zeilard would go on to win this prologue, but I can tell you that isn't what happened. The under-23 World Time Trial champion Ivan Romeo had come and gone as well, 2 seconds slower, but knocking Consoni down to third, and Michael Zeilard had a long sit in the hot seat. But then came his own teammate, Marco Haller, the Austrian. Haller was the surprise. We knew he'd be strong, but to beat his teammate Zeilard in the way he did, freewheeling across the line as well, to knock his own teammate out of the hot seat, it was quite some ride. Haller had time to get himself into the hot seat as well and watch those come and go. Niels Pollitt, one of them, the ever popular German as well, really getting the crowd going in Essen. Lots of the crowd expecting to see him get close to the time of Haller. Well, he did exactly that, but it was not enough by just a couple of seconds. Watch the face of Haller there. He was hanging on, but how far would he hang on when we had the likes of Wout van Aert, Jonathan Milan yet to come? And then came this incredible ride from Søren Wærenskjold, the Norwegian, who knocked Marco Haller out of the seat. Søren Wærenskjold hadn't been a name on lots of people's mouths. This guy had, though. Danny van Poppel was hotly contesting the win and hotly expected to see if he could take the prologue win. It didn't happen for him, though. Good ride. We still had Wout van Aert to come. Sam Watson, the British road champion, put in a brilliant ride to be just outside the time of Søren Wærenskjold. What could Wout van Aert do? That was the question. What kind of form was he in after his final stage win at the Tour de France? In between all the drama, we saw Florian Lipovic roll off the start ramp, much to the delight of the German fans, but it was Wout van Aert coming to the line, showing us that he would not be the winner of the prologue. It was a great ride, but Søren Wærenskjold had hung on again. Florian Lipovic gave it everything, the man who just finished third in the Tour de France on the podium, but not enough, obviously, to take the podium. This would not be his kind of terrain. And then came Jonathan Milan, winner of 3 stages last year, including the prologue. Could he do it? No. Søren Wærenskjold had won the prologue.
Yeah, a bit excited for this race and a little bit nervous, so I just tried to go full gas and it worked out. We come here with a good sprint team, with some big boys, so hopefully we can hang on in the harder climbs also.
So a Norwegian prologue winner in Essen and a new wearer of the blue Lidl leaders jersey going into stage 1 tomorrow between Essen, starting very near to the prologue, and finishing in Herford.